We started the game quite lively, you know, we got into good areas at times, looked quite threatening, and then we conceded a goal from a ball getting knocked in a channel, which we don't deal with, which is really poor from us. We let ourselves down today because for how many good performances we've had of late, I thought we had some really poor performances today. I think the frustrating thing from our point of view would be having been so dominant in the game, and then obviously that sort of sucker punch, if you like, sort of came late on. But the pleasing thing is we rallied and we managed to get back on level terms, because I think that certainly would have been an injustice. I think the magnitude of the game was too much for us. You know, I thought we knew how the importance of it, but we didn't handle the occasion anywhere near well enough. I think away games in particular are as much about mentality as they're anything else, and I thought we struggled with that.
You know that people always look at managers in this sort of situation.
Yeah.
The buck stops with you. How much responsibility do you take for what's just happened?
All the responsibility. I mean, I'm not passing the buck on to the players, but the players are responsible for their individual performance and their collective performance, and ultimately I oversee that, so I'm responsible for it all. We've underachieved, no questions about it, so I'm not going to stand here and say that we are where we should be. We aren't where we should be. Listen, it's frustrating. We've not been great on the road, and I think the second half reflected that. You know, in terms of, you could see the lads getting a bit nervous and dropping deeper, and that's frustrating and disappointing to watch, because I think we're better than that. Whether it's me or anybody else, and I mean this sincerely, the club is more important than any one person. Now, the simple fact is, if the board or whoever thinks that I'm not the right person to do that, then for the good of the club, then if that's what they want to do, then that's their prerogative.
Just in, Norwich City have sacked their manager Alex Neil. Alan Irvine will take control of the team for Saturday's game.
The board at Norwich City say an announcement will be made next week about the club's new structure. It follows last night's sacking of manager Alex Neil 2 years after he was brought to Carrow Road.
It was a shock, obviously. You know, we trained as normal and in preparation for the Blackburn game. Alex did the work that he normally does. We were carrying on working in the office, and I got a phone call late afternoon to say that Alex had been sacked, and that came as a real shock to all of us.
I think we went to a period where it was tough. You could see the manager wasn't happy. We weren't happy. We thought we could do better. He thought we could do better, and because of that, there was the feeling wasn't right. When you don't win football games and we are not playing as we know we should, everybody comes in with their heads down. We didn't have that feeling of, yes, things are good, we are positive, and that wasn't happening, and I don't think that can be the reason why the board thought maybe that was the right time for a change.
It was quite simply a case of, I was asked if I would take the team the next day, and that was it, as far as I was concerned at that time. And you just immediately go into that mode where you're going to work professionally. All the work had been done anyway by Alex prior to the game, so it wasn't as if I had a great deal to do other than just try and keep things calm.
The gaffer came in, and for me personally, I think he helped me a lot. I was in the team. He really valued my strength, and I think we achieved good things together. And to see the manager go was tough. That's football, and life goes on.
You know, I had no thoughts at all about coming here and finding myself in the position of caretaker manager, and it wasn't something I looked for, and if I could turn the clock back, it wouldn't be something I'd have been looking for now either. So due to the work of the players and all of the staff, I think that we've kept things on a very even keel.
Yeah, I think he's been here for a while now, and he's obviously had jobs he could have took, and he's not took them to come here, and because he knew what a chance we had to go up and what talent we got and whatnot, and we haven't done it, and we do owe him because he has been biting his lip for a while, and now he's actually got the chance, and he's been amazing since he's been in charge, and we owe it to him.
I thought he's done brilliant, and you can see the record. His record shows how well he's done. He's come in and have different approach to days before training sessions, and how he's managed the team during game day, and he gave everyone a chance, and you could see the last 4 games, Josh Murphy, the confidence he has playing those games. So I thought he's done well, and I told him that yesterday as well. So he's a good guy and a good manager.
He showed faith in me. He's always told me to be patient, wait your turn and whatnot. Obviously I've been biting at the edge to get it, and I've got it through him, and he's been good for me, and I owe him a lot.
I was looking for the next goal, to be perfectly honest. You know, you get really greedy, and it's a really strange situation. You always fear a comeback. You always think that the next goal is vital, and it's vital that we get it. Even when it's 6-1, yeah. I mean, I had relaxed after we got the 7th, you know. But prior to that, no, you're not relaxed. You don't want to give people any encouragement. You don't want to give them a leg up. When the lads put it all together, that's what they're capable of doing. And like everyone says, it's frustrating that they don't put it all together like that every week, but you can't play at that level every week. That was a day when every player on the pitch played extremely well, and things that we tried came off, and so it was fantastic that we got that level. But clearly it doesn't happen often in a season, or in probably 10 seasons.
It's been an interesting 4 weeks that I've been here. I've been really pleasantly surprised at the level of the players in terms of professionalism. Obviously I knew them as players, but you know, you get to see them work a little bit more and a little bit closer, and get to know them a little bit. So that's great that we've got, first and foremost, a good set of people here in terms of our playing squad. And the rest of the club, obviously we made some changes quite early, but you know, the people we've got here, you know, some really good people who are doing some really good work and some really good sort of processes.
Whoever comes in, I think we just have to, if you are part of it, we just have to be happy and crack on. But I've been told it's going to be exciting times, so I hope that is true, that it is really exciting times.
I think there's a real reason to be optimistic. Obviously we've got some challenges in terms of being a self-funding club that we need to work through, but as a base and a starting point, I think it's in a good place.
I've made changes in personnel, as people can see. I've made changes in training only that I've quite simply done the kind of training that I like to do. The players have responded well to that. They've trained well. The mood has been good around the camp. I'm not saying it's been any better than what Alex did, but it's my way of doing things. And I think we've had some really nice performances, and obviously we've had some disappointing ones as well.
I've been really impressed. I've probably had the opportunity to see the two faces of the team as well. You know, the fantastic looking one, you know, we're going forwards, unbelievable. But then the ones where, you know, we've got some challenges defensively as a team, you know, and I don't think there's any sort of real surprises. I think everyone can see that. You know, we're really strong in certain areas, and we need to develop as a team in other areas.
In a nutshell, disappointing. I think really disappointing. Obviously come here with high hopes, thinking that we're going to obviously go up, but it's one of those things, we've got to pick ourselves up and go next year. We know we can do it, we have to do it, next year has to be done.
inside this dressing room, we know how well as a team we can be, and we've just done it in parts. I think especially in the start of the season we were brilliant. First away game at Blackburn, I was saying if we play like this we will definitely be up there. And then during the season you have those periods where things are not happening for you and you just need to dig out and get points. And we did not manage to do that, unfortunately, and I think that hurts us a little bit. But even still, during the closing season, we had chances to do things, and again, it didn't happen.
The fact is that we've conceded far too many goals. Where I think we might be top scorers in the division, but we're something like maybe in the worst 3 or 4 in terms of conceding, and clearly that isn't a recipe for success. You cannot keep on conceding as many goals as we have done over the course of the season.
It's relentless, this championship, and you need to just keep plugging away the games away from home, the dogged nights on a Tuesday night and stuff like that, and we just haven't done it this year, and we've got to look at ourselves and we've got to pick ourselves up next year, and we've got to work harder and play better.
It's gone now, and I think we just need to let it go and start fresh in the summer.
I really can't fault them in terms of their application on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, mistakes have been made, of course they have, and that's to be expected, that will always happen, but their approach to their work has been excellent, and I couldn't have asked for more.
I've had games where personally I thought I could have played better, and I have games where I have played better and I've done things that I should have done more of. That's football. You can't have seasons where you are brilliant all the time. That is the same as life. Things doesn't go always up. So, and that's something I have to analyze and take from what I did good and what I can improve.
No, now I'm getting a run of games. I've got my fitness up, and obviously confidence is high, and scoring and creating goals, and hopefully I can bring that into next season.
Since I came, John Roddy's been here, and he's been a strong character. He's calm, but when he talks, everyone listens. He's a big guy. Benno as well. Seb arrived the same time as me. Mulumbu, Mikiti, all these players that were here when I arrived, and it's been good being a teammate with them. And again, that's football. You are here the next day, you are somewhere the other day. But I think they've been all brilliant for Norwich Football Club, and I wish them all the best.
It's certainly not easy to sit opposite 7 guys, especially your ones who've done unbelievably well for the club. You know, John Ruddy's played for England while he's been at this club. It's not easy to sit opposite him and tell him ultimately what isn't sort of great news. Some decisions would have been made whoever was sort of sat in my chair, and other decisions were made looking at maybe the financial challenges that we've got as a club, and having to make them decisions. So we decided to do it early to give the guys a chance to have a proper send-off on Sunday, which I think worked. You know, I'm glad we did it in that way, and I'm glad that the team put on a performance at the end of the season to sort of finish it off in a way that hopefully everyone can go home for the summer in a positive mood.
We have a good group, and I think, as I said, hopefully this summer with the players or the manager who will come in, I think it will be exciting.
You know, there's a lot of hard work to come next season for everyone, and if we stick together we'll be fine, but it's exciting, and I think I've seen enough in a month to make me go, you know, we've got a real chance of getting this right. If we all stick together, we'll need a bit of luck along the way, everyone needs that, but if we stick together and we stick to the plan and we get the key appointment right, then I think it's a really exciting time for the club.
Blackburn on the back foot early on. Murphy, neat turn, and he lets fly, and oh, what a goal! Jacob Murphy.
Murphy keeping hold of it as well. Josh Murphy, oh, what a goal!
Jerome. He's got Stephen Naismith in space. Still Cameron Jerome. Oh, and he took that with so much class. Robbie Brady stands over this one. Ball into the middle, and the easiest of goals for Tim Closer. And he's absolutely delighted. Look at him. All the way through to Murphy. Murphy gets onto the right foot and tucks it away. Jacob Murphy with the opening goal for Norwich City.